Welcome back to my Guild Wars 2 cast recap. Since ArenaNet tipped their hand regarding which characters will be in Path of Fire, I'm changing up the format by going through each character's story arc from Season 2 up to Path of Fire. In this video, we follow Canach as he works off his prison sentence by serving Countess Anise and the Shining Blade. We join Casimir as we help Anise uncover who is undermining Queen Jenna with treasonous accusations.
Let me catch you up on what's happening. Queen Jenna can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who.
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the Commander of the Pact. And accompanying the Casimir Mead.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours. Am I to intimidate these ministers and aristocrats to put them off guard? Surely you can't imagine that these dandies pose some kind of threat to you? Are you even paying attention, or do you simply not care? Either way, you are a maddening woman. You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing in particular you need me to do, would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not. Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops uncomfortable. In absence of your orders, I've been occupying myself by planning the extermination of this entire gaggle of preening fools. I thought maybe some well-placed bombs here and there among the topiary, Or perhaps I'll pick them off one by one with my blade, and hide the bodies in the pantry. I wonder, would that reflect poorly on your office? I imagine I'd become a hero to the Crichton people, and still no reaction. I wonder, Countess, are you even here at all with me?
Stop. Don't approach her. It's an illusion. I am elsewhere. Find me, and we shall talk. My apologies for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta.
Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at a secret meeting. She's implicating you.
Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie, faster than Vern's dignity.
It may have taken me a while, Countess, but I finally realized my part in your misdirection. If you can hear me through your illusion, don't worry. I will continue to draw the attention of your guests.
Next we meet Canach at the edge of the jungle, ready to fight Mordremoth.
Hey, boss! Radasum was all abuzz over the Pack Fleet disaster. I knew you'd get involved, so I came to pitch in. Scruffy and I gave these locals a lesson in Mordrim bashing while we waited for you. Oh, and Canach helped too.
Yes, I helped. And I thought the Firstborn were full of themselves. Commander, Countess Anise sent me to support you and represent the Shining Blade in the fight against Mordremoth. The jungle won't contain Mordremoth for long. Mordrim incursions are already happening as far away as Diessa Plateau. I also have an obvious personal stake in defeating the jungle dragon. In any case, I am at your disposal.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need all the help we can get. Let's move out.
Then, in Season 3, Canach shows up in Radanovis with his final mission.
Timey! Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. All this crunchy old tech's been overstimulated by the influx of magic. Glad you're here.
Yeah, I got your letter.
Funny, I also sent one to this guy, but he barely made it.
Your note failed to mention how to navigate this Asuran playground.
He got lost trying to find the lab. I had to follow the non-stop stream of char expletives to track him down.
City of the future, my tail.
But there's good news too. Ritlock says we're starting a new guild. So exciting!
Glad you're on board.
Of course you are! Someone has to be the brains. Haha, kidding. Zero tolerance. What was that?
That didn't sound good.
Quick, let's go see what's happening.
Protect the counselors! Run! It's a crazy sylvari!
Get the dragon man away from me!
Is that another one of your friends?
What happened?
I came in through the caves because I couldn't find the gate. I wasn't expecting such an enthusiastic welcome.
You see that? Plot was so mad, even his fleas jumped ship. Canach, you're my hero.
Why the surprise visit?
I'm here answering the call.
But Mordramoth's dead. We killed...
Oh, it's not the Drungle Dragon's call. This time it's Anis's.
Still holds your billet, eh?
She does. But certain messy events have transpired, and I'm assured that if I clean them up, my billet will be released, and I'll once again be free from any yoke.
How can I help?
Minister Codicus recently left the Queen's protective custody. Anis sent me and a squad of Shining Blade to help the good minister find his way back to Divinity's Reach.
Any idea on his whereabouts?
There's been a flare-up of White Mantle activity in northern Maguma, and intel points to him possibly heading there.
That's the crazy magical hotspot we saw up by the Bloodstone.
I thought the minister claimed to not be in bed with those Mersat lovers.
Didn't we all?
Ritlock, get word to the others. Marjorie might be getting a little restless in Divinity's Reach and want in on the action.
Commander, if you like, you can hitch a ride on my airship. It's on our way. We can drop you off.
Now that's an offer I can't turn down, General.
Perfect. I'll grab my Shining Blade detachment and meet you there.
Check that gauge.
Commander's destination ahead. Looks like we're in for quite a ride.
We're not flying into that scramble, are we?
By gods, grow a backbone. Scared of a little weather? All hands, full reverse! On your feet. We survived. Somehow.
Keep your tools grounded.
Our forward propulsion shorted out. What was that?
I think... It's hard for me to actually say, but... I think a bloodstone just exploded.
A bloodstone? Then how are we still alive?
Good question. But others might not have been so lucky. I'm going down to scout for survivors. See if I can piece together what happened and why the blast reversed itself. Canach, glad to see you're alive. I was afraid you'd been caught in the blast.
We almost were, but then, not.
Me too. Your troops?
Some of them are still looking for you, and the rest are forming a perimeter around this place. I wanted to deal with the minister privately. I really only need you there to corroborate events, should they go south. Plus, I ran into these two delinquents and figured Dragon's Watch could certainly handle it.
Marjorie, Ritlock, showed up just in time to help us track down Codicus.
It was all anyone could talk about in Divinity's Reach. Canach, you're here under the orders
Countess
of...
Anis is very concerned about Codicus's well-being. I'm to return him home, unless the innocent until proven guilty minister does something to change those plans.
She must be very hopeful your plans change.
I was instructed to be tight-lipped about it. But I will say this. Yes.
Before we find him, Codicus may have been the someone who consumed the Bloodstone's magic. If it's true, he may be a little stronger than we all remember.
If he did, We can't just let him loose on Kryta. Or maybe all of Tyria is his prize this time.
I only want to be off Anis's leash. Saving the world would just be a corollary benefit.
For Kryta!
We have company.
No one crosses the White Mantle!
I'll surely succeed where others failed!
Look faster! These bloodstones won't collect themselves!
Sounds like we might have something ahead.
Let me take the lead, Ritlock. I was given specific orders on how this was supposed to be executed, and I don't need you to defile it with your inclination to blindly smite.
If that's a blindfold crack.
Care to take the door, Commander? Minister Cordicus,
My pleasure.
you have obviously... Oh, he's not here. Ritlock, smite away.
My pleasure. The loose magic here has certainly turned this area into a war zone.
So, Commander, you really think Codicus caused the blast to reverse itself?
Possibly. Keith and I found Ground Zero, and determined something or someone soaked up the lion's share of magic.
His escape does seem conveniently timed to be in the right place at the right time.
Keith, what was she doing here?
Investigating the blast. She asked I forgive her for stealing the egg and... everything.
I don't know if I'd be able to. I don't think people can change that much.
Ever the cynic.
See? Point proven. I'll never change either. Ask Casimir.
It would be hard for me to blame Keith for her actions while Mordramoth was alive. But let's save the philosophical arguments until after the Minister is dealt with.
Then let's lay the man to rest.
I think you mean return him to safety.
I'll never understand human politics.
Why do I feel like I'm rip-teasing myself? You follow my orders! I don't know where these delusions are coming from. There is one White Mantle. Do you hear me? One!
Minister, I understand, but...
But... Quiet! Now tell me again what this pile of rocks can do. Are there magic words? How powerful is it? Well?
That's him, all right.
Reminds me of a boss I had at the cotton candy stands when I was younger.
Everyone ready to crash his party? Time for your foot key, Commander. Minister Cordicus, you've obviously been taken prisoner by these White Mantle zealots. I'm here to rescue you and return you to the royal palace.
Let's drop the charade, shall we, you ignorant thief? I will not be returning to Divinity's Reach until I wear the crown.
So I'm clear. You're admitting you're associated with the White Mantle?
Are you quite touched? I'm their supreme leader, and they will carry me all the way to the throne of Kryta.
Commander, did you witness that?
I did.
Then by the providence granted to me by Countess Anis, I hereby pass sentence on you, Cordicus Beetlestone. Today is your last day on Tyria. Allow my blade to bid you farewell.
Get them! Turn this thing on! You will not stop me! The Krytan throne was built upon White Mantle blood, and we are its rightful heirs.
You are a heretic, Cordicus, and you shall lead no White Mantle, for I am their god.
What? It can't be.
I am the last Mersat. Many years ago, you knew me as Lazarus the Dire. I have returned from the brink of existence.
No! You are a false god! The White Mantle is mine! Don't listen to him!
Empty words, formed by the forked tongue of a snake. The human seat of power and its current monarch are inconsequential. We are destined to face more virtuous pursuits. My true believers, you're welcome to seek shelter in my light. To those who doubt, you're welcome to burn.
Not yet!
Canach, go now!
Don't stand there with your mouth agape! Get me out of here!
No! Ah, mesmers!
Sorry, Marjorie, no offense to Kaz.
Helpful if they're on your side. Annoying if they're not. I understand.
He's gone.
I'm sorry, Canach. However, I can help to catch him.
Doesn't look like there's any sign of Lazarus either. The Mersat alive. We should immediately warn the Queen, but he appeared to be disinterested in Krita.
Surprisingly different from the last time the Mersat were sticking their creepy bird feet where they didn't belong.
Marjorie, weren't you just saying something about people not being able to change?
A virtuous pursuit could mean a lot of things to a Mersat. But I'll admit, I'm curious.
Yeah, they might think it's noble to make a necklace out of your teeth.
With Codicus not displaying any signs of excess power, I think we have to assume Lazarus was the one behind the blast. We need to find him, get an idea of what he's planning to do with all that magic.
Codicus will want to hunt him down too. He won't readily surrender control of the White Mantle. One will inevitably lead us to the other.
Then this'll be a good way to start the new guild. A crisis, but hopefully not a world-ending crisis.
It's how I prefer my crises.
Codicus escapes, but he takes what White Mantle forces remain loyal and makes a desperate attempt to take the Crichton throne. After ensuring the Queen's safety, we confront Codicus as he makes a last stand at his estate.
Here we are. There are some hidden tunnels that'll bring us up into the manor.
Yeah, I've actually been this way before. Are you okay?
I thought it might come to this one day, but being here again... Anyway. Up the stairs, to the left. We'll either run into Codicus coming out this way if he's fleeing, or find him in his library if he's making a stand.
Over here.
Countess! What are you doing here?
You know, I gave it some thought and decided that Canach had let Codicus slip through his fingers before. I couldn't leave it to chance this time.
We should catch up with Canach and make sure that doesn't happen then. What's his position?
She doesn't know. The Shining Blade lost contact with Canach and his men hours ago.
Anise, is this true? Why didn't you tell me?
Subterfuge, Commander. I enjoy that sylvari snark, but our mission is Codicus. We can waste time arguing, or we can go assess the situation.
If Canach is harmed, I'm holding you responsible.
This mission is bigger than one soldier. Lead the way, Lady Beetlestone. Shining Blade. Tortured.
Commander, I'm sorry I didn't mention Canach and his men earlier. I have a million things swirling in my head.
You're on a mission to eliminate your own father. I think it can be forgiven.
It's that, but also... If we come across Valette Wee, please let me try to talk to her. She's my friend. And family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
How hopeful the young are. She's beyond your reach, child. She's a traitor, and a criminal. She'll get no respite here.
You'll have to go through me.
Bring in the last
You hear that?
one. This man has confessed. He's no longer in need of his tongue.
Here, I can pick the lock.
All must confess! Be freed of the burden of your secrets before we free you of your life!
Thank you. But I'll show myself out.
Feel the fury! Replenish. You'll be feeling that one. Canach!
Hello, Commander. If you'd be so kind as to help me kill the rest of these cretins.
Time to do some real damage.
More have come to confess. Get them, but save their dying whispers for my ear.
That all of them? Looks clear.
Good to see you, Commander. Hopefully we can finally finish this and I can be out from under that horrible woman's thumb. Oh, hi, Anise. I didn't see you standing completely within my line of sight.
To think I almost missed you.
Have you seen my father? Codicus.
Brutish man with aggressively unsettling facial hair? Yes. He seemed upset that he wasn't on the Crichton throne. To the extent that he was... Is he really your father? I'm so sorry.
What was he doing?
Well, he was consuming bloodstone his lackeys gathered from the explosion. He might be unrecognizable to you, my dear.
I stopped recognizing him as my father long ago. We should move before he turns his scorn towards civilians. He'd rather see Kryta burn than not rule it. By the
Time to
six,
do
who
some
blew
real
this
damage.
hole in the barn door?
I'm afraid that was me. Thought they'd have fixed that by now.
What's going on?
Logan's moving. How are we doing?
Thwarted by another locked door. Maybe you'll lend me your foot key again, Commander.
Demi can probably handle this with a bit more subtlety.
But the foot key is so satisfying.
Codicus, you have to stop! It's over!
Who's this? An imposter of my lost daughter? Imposters all around me! You look like Demi, but you can't be. She's dead! She died the day she betrayed me, just like her backstabbing mother, who I had stabbed in the back!
Father! Murderer!
Commander, stun him under the chandelier. See if we might enlighten
Feel
the
the
fine
fury!
minister.
But I can fix it. We'll try again. You and your mother. I'll see you both in the mist.
No!
We'll be a family again.
Demi! Please, no!
Villette! Stop him!
He skipped. This thing is solid.
It was... He told me Kryta would be... Sorry. I'm sorry to me.
Don't let him poison any more lives.
Step away from her, traitor. You made this mess. And Codicus is gone.
Countess, what are you... Demi.
I never meant... I can get you to him. I'll get you to that monster so you can put him down. So we can put him down.
So you can betray us while we fight? What do I look like?
I just want to balance this ledger. Then I'll gladly accept whatever fate you see fit.
Anise, you said Codicus was our target.
So be it. Logan, you'll stay with her?
Of course. The Seraph are securing the rest of the manor. I'll see if I can get a medic in here.
He's in a subchamber under us. He has stores of bloodstone down there. We have to be careful.
Are you kidding me? The ego on this man.
This is his inner sanctum. Every time he came back from here, he was slightly more unbalanced.
How do you think the conversation with the sculptor went when he ordered these? I need at least 6 reliefs of my face. No, bigger. Like 8 feet tall. Something that really captures my essence. A catastrophically misguided swagger-sodden plague sore.
You did this to me. You ruined everything!
Time to do some real damage.
So he's slightly larger and more unhinged than our last encounter.
Gods! A mask of his own face! Canach, let's end this lunacy.
My pleasure. Given due process by the Crichton throne, you are hereby sentenced to... Oh, forget it. Let's just kill him.
You're coming with me!
His shield is too strong. Face us, you overgrown masked coward.
Delusional to the last.
We have to get out of this twisted place.
Here! How is she?
She's been asking for you, Villette.
Anise, while they have their moment, to the matter of my billet.
Not wasting any time, eh?
Not when it should be my own.
You served me faithfully. And given the bearded reptile buried somewhere beneath me, you have held up your end of the bargain. Consider yourself a free sylvari.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
To me. Oh, he's here. Master Tybalt. You found me.
Medic, take her back to her godparents in Divinity's Reach. They'll want to make arrangements.
Thank you for breaking the silence, Captain. Now, I hope you're ready to follow her into the Miss Valette.
Yes. Countess, Valette helped when she didn't have to. And I'm not sure this is what Demi would have wanted.
She should stand trial. Past deeds. You should be given a chance to make up for them.
There's been too much death today. And I've recently had an opening on my payroll. She'll stay with me and serve her sentence as my ward.
Thank you for your mercy.
Hold that thought until you've served her for a while. You'll be begging for a cell in under a week.
Well, as a first step down this road, let me tell you, you should check Cactus's chambers. I think you might find more than a few things interesting there.
Go. Logan and I will take her to Divinity's Reach. Maybe one day she'll make up for her misdeeds and become better.
Like the Crichton spiderwort.
Commander, I'm impressed. You know your flora. That's the Queen's favorite flower, you know.
I'm aware.
I was going to leave, but I'm dying to see his room after the splendor that was his private dungeon. Oh, Minister Beetlestone, you did not disappoint. Why on Tyria do you think he has a painting of Captain Thackeray in here?
That's... maybe because... if he thought... You know what? We should probably never tell Logan about this.
Agreed. That man's been through enough. And this would probably scar him worse than being stuffed in a blighting pod.
A surprisingly normal bed. And then there's the ceiling. Wow.
This is where Canach's story ends for now. He refuses our invitation to Dragon's Watch, wanting to be free of any obligations for a time, but promises our paths will cross again, and indeed they will in Path of Fire. Just how Canach gets involved is unclear, but I can't wait to spend more time with my favorite prickly sylvari. Thanks for watching, and join me in the next video where Marjorie and Casimir's relationship is put to the test.